Wolf, a night at the Oscars. Please welcome your host, Jimmy Kimmel.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon. The Superdogs are thrilled to be back with you at the X with their latest show, Holly Wolf. As you might have guessed, we are paying tribute to movies and films, old and new alike. No project gets started without a great director attached. I'd like you to meet ours. Please welcome to the stage, Steven Spielberg. Here comes Steven. Steven is anxious to get this show rolling. Needs help from all of you, though. He's learned 3 magic words here in Hollywood. Those are lights, camera, action. We're gonna say them all together. Here's how it works. I say lights, you say lights. Let's try it. Lights! Lights! Camera! Camera! Action! And we are rolling. These are the Global Pet Food Superdogs. These are just a few of the dogs that you are going to meet in the show this afternoon. They were excited to come out here and meet you as well before they head to the places for the show they have prepared for you. Good work, everyone. Our first event here in Hollywood is just as important as opening weekends down in Hollywood. In Hollywood, they are looking for the biggest numbers, the most tickets sold, the highest gross. Here in our box office challenge, this is a timed event. We are looking for the lowest number. This course begins on this red podium, ends when they go over this final high jump. For every bar they clear, we take a second off of their time. All of the Superdogs are racing on behalf of their favorite movies. First movie being raced for is Ghostbusters. Doing the racing, please welcome Paul Ruff. This is Paul. Paul is a golden retriever looking to set our pace today. A bit of a ham, this Paul Ruff, just like the real Paul Rudd. This race starts after lights, camera, action. Is now the time to beat. Well done, Paul. What does our audience think? Do you think we have a dog that can beat that time? There is only one way to find out. This next dog is racing on behalf of the movie Encanto. Very difficult to introduce them because... This is Bruno. We actually talk about Bruno quite a bit, if I'm being honest. For obvious reasons. Bruno is a very large Chihuahua. Oh, I'm being told Doberman. I'm sorry. I have a typo here. How many bars would we like on the final high jump? We're going to add a bar. That'll be a 4-second reduction for every bar cleared for Bruno. Might make all of the difference. 24 seconds the time to beat. Lights, camera, action. You hit through those tunnels. That was impressive. 27 seconds on the clock, minus 4, though we go down to 23 seconds, the new time to beat. That's why we talk about you, Bruno. Good job. This next Superdog is racing on behalf of a new favorite movie of theirs that came out recently. Interestingly, did not feature a dog, but very heavily featured a cat. We, of course, love all of your furry friends here. Welcome to the stage, Argyle. Argyle is a terrier mix. How many bars are we looking for on the final high jump? We are adding another bar, slowly building up here. That will be a 5-second reduction. If Argyle clears all of that jump, Argyle is definitely ready to go. I won't make him wait any longer. Lights, camera, action! Seconds on the clock, not enough to take the lead, but a lot of fun to watch. Thank you, Argyle.
That's good. That's good.
This next Superdog coming to the stage does not get one introduction, they get 3. Please welcome Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is our resident trickster. Beetlejuice is a miniature Australian Shepherd. How many bars are we putting on the jump? We are going to 6 bars. That will be a 6-second reduction. Let's see what Beetlejuice can do. 23 seconds still the time to beat. Lights, camera, action. Certainly one of the most interesting runs we've had in Superdog's history. Did he have that toy at the beginning? What happened there? Anybody else? I'm going to have to add a few penalties for the missed elements, 1 knocked bar. If I'm doing this math correctly, the total time comes to 11 days. So certainly not enough to take that lead. Normally we ask the dogs to do more work than the trainers. We have time for one more Superdog to tackle our box office challenge, hopefully set our record. They are racing on behalf of the movie Barbie. Please welcome to the stage, Margot Belly-Ruby. Margot here is a Border Collie Jack Russell Terrier Whippet mix. How many bars on the final high jump do we want to do for Margot? We're going to add one more. That will be a 7-second, 7 bars on those legs. All right. Let's see what Margot can do. Hopefully this Margot is the same box office gold as the real life Margot. Let's cheer her on after lights, camera, action. On the clock, -6. That is a new course record. Let's hear it for Margot Belly-Ruby. Oh, that was exciting. My heart's beating faster. Anybody else's? My heart's beating like I did the running and jumping and not the standing and talking. While we get set up for our next event here in Hollywood, there's something that we hope you've already noticed about our shows that we are very, very proud of here. It's that we have many different breeds and types and sizes of dogs that perform with us. It's because we believe any dog really can be a super dog. For as many dogs as you're going to meet in the show today, there's always a few more backstage that aren't performing yet because they're still too young. There are puppies, they still have learning and growing to do. But we wanted to take a moment to bring them out here to get them used to this environment, to get them used to the lights and the crowds and the sounds. So please give a nice warm welcome to these future stars of our show. Super dog down, being super cute. This puppy close to me, from where you're sitting, might not look like a puppy at all, but still very much so. This is a 5-month-old Saint Bernard puppy named Manny. Manny here still has some growing to do before he matches his paws. And then down here, you have 2 litter mates. These are both 13-week-old miniature Australian Shepherds. One is named Bingo, and one is named Bluey, and we have no idea which one is which. We'll figure it out before the end of today, hopefully. We always want our audiences to know that these 3 puppies that you see down here and every single other dog in the show today is first and foremost a family pet. These dogs spend their whole lives with the trainers and the families that you see them with here today. When they're not performing with us in these shows, the dogs are doing the same thing that your pets are at home. They're hopping on the couch and asking for snacks. These trainers love and care for their dogs the same way that you do your pets at home, and that's just one of the reasons we are so proud for our partnership with Global Pet Foods. They are a pet store with locally owned and operated locations all throughout the GTA with everything that you need for your pet's whole life. They have nourishing food, tasty treats, engaging toys, vitamins and supplements from our friends at Omega Alpha, advice, so much more, all of which the Super Dogs just love. At the end of the show today, I'm going to invite you to meet the dogs, what we call our Pat and Chat. While you're down here on the show floor, be sure to stop by the Global Pet Foods booth in the corner of our stage, and while you are there, you can pick up a valuable coupon for your next visit into one of their locations. How about a round of applause for our sponsor, Global Pet Foods, and these future stars of our show. Good work, you 3. You earned your nap. When we told these Super Dogs that we were doing a show called Holly Wolf, they all got very excited, but a few in particular started working right away with their trainers on their own short films, their own short presentations in tribute to some of their favorite movies. So many of them did this that we have to pick one at random before every single show. I am very pleased to say that the performance you are about to see is a tribute to the movie Tangled, one of their favorite movies. Coming to the stage now, this is Ella and her super dog, Mandy Moore. Oscar-worthy performance, if I say so myself. Always clean up your toys. A very good lesson here at the Super Dogs. One of the toughest jobs down in Hollywood is when actors and actresses have to go and audition for their roles. They can go on dozens, if not hundreds, before they land their big breakout part and make it in Hollywood. And the actual audition process is very difficult as well, because they have to go in and read the exact same lines as all of their competition, and even while doing that exact same thing, find a way to stand out, to make it their own, to land the part, to inject their own personality into it. This course that we've set up here is a great example of all the different dogs in our show, right down to their individual personalities. It's very difficult to teach any dog how to do a course like this, and because of that, they all kind of find their own way. They figure it out for themselves, and they inject their own personality into it. If you watch this carefully, keep your eyes on their faces and paws, I think you'll see exactly what I mean. Here come your auditioning. Course. It is time for the Super Dogs to move it. There is a rare breed of performer down in Hollywood that inside the business is known as a triple threat. These are actors and actresses that can act, they can sing, and they can dance. They're often asked to do all three at the exact same time in the exact same films. These are iconic performers like Ryan Gosling, Zendaya, Danny DeVito, obviously. We all know that, beautiful singer. The Super Dogs also have their own criteria that make them a triple threat. That's accuracy, distance, and style. We've designed a game to test all three. You have an important job to do in this event. You are going to be the Academy. You are going to be picking the winner of our triple threat Frisbee Challenge. I'll explain the rules in a minute. First, let's meet the nominees. Nominee number one is a Whippet mix named Mad Max. Nominee number 2 is our director, the Boston Terrier, Steven Spielberg. And nominee number 3 is an Australian coolie named Zac Efron. This game consists of 3 parts. You'll have to keep all of the 3 performances from each dog in mind when we vote at the end. The first round is the accuracy round. We've placed a mark right here. Academy, you are looking for catches as close to that mark as possible. Who wants to go first? Looks like it's going to be Mad Max. Oh, just came off the nose there. Excellent effort, though. Up next in this round, it is Zac Efron. Let's see what Steven Spielberg can do. Great catch, little farther away, but an excellent performance there. Keep all of those performances in mind as we head into round number 2. This is the distance portion. What you're looking for are catches as far down the show floor as possible. First up in this round again, it is Mad Max. Here's Zac Efron. Great catch, added another 12 or 18 feet, looking very, very good there. Last but not least on these little legs is Steven Spielberg. Almost got there, but just not quite. Keep all of those performances in mind as we head into the final round. This final round is the style category. I can explain that to you, but I think it's much easier just to show you. Who wants to go first in this round? It is Steven Spielberg. Academy, I do not envy your decision. It is now time for you to vote, keeping in mind all 3 performances. By round of applause, do you want the Oscar in Triple Threat Frisbee to go to Mad Max? Do you want it to go to Steven Spielberg? Or do you want it to go to Zac Efron? That may have sounded obvious, but I want confirmation. May I have the envelope, please? Thank you so much. This is Tom Cruise, everybody. Keeping us on track. And the Oscar goes to, no surprises here, it's Zac Efron, everybody. If all of that looked like fun, maybe it inspired you to start playing Frisbee with your pet dog at home. It's a great way to build a bond and to get some exercise. Everything that you saw in that last round there, all of those tricks, begins several years ago with a game of simple fetch and retrieve. But if you just buy a Frisbee and throw it, your dog will have no idea what to do with it. They've never seen that toy before. Instead, when you first get the Frisbee, begin by rolling it along its edge along the ground, kind of like a bicycle tire. They will associate this with a ball or another toy that they played with before in a game of fetch. Once they know that that's what the Frisbee is used for, then you can start with some gentle throws, work up to longer distances, add in some tricks if you like, and maybe you'll have your own triple threat Frisbee champion at home one day. Another round of applause for Zac Efron. If you are looking to get started playing Frisbee with your pet dog, during the patent chat, any of the trainers down here on the show floor will be happy to give you some more tips on how to get started. I'm sure the first thing that they will tell you is to make sure that the Frisbees are safe for your dogs. We do have some available at our collectible stand after the show in a couple of sizes and many colors if you want to get started today. I think we have time for one last event here in Hollywood. This is our casting call relays, where for the next few minutes, you are going to be playing the role of two rival movie studios looking to cast your next blockbusting trilogy, all right? Here's how it's gonna work. Everybody from the middle of the show floor here, all the way down here, all the way up there, you are going to be one team, one studio. You are going to be Sony Studios. About half of them excited about that, okay. I'm gonna try this side. Everybody from here on the other side, all the way up there, you are going to be another team, another studio. You are going to be Paramount Studios. They were much more excited. Maybe I caught your side off guard. I'm gonna try this side again. You are going to be Sony Studios. Much better. That is an important part of how this game is played. Sony, we flipped a coin backstage. You won. That means that you get to cast part one of this trilogy. Can I have the dogs, please? Size them up, everybody. Here's what you have to do. You have to decide which of these super dogs you think will win in a head-to-head race. The one we have down here on the show floor that is down through these windows, around the tunnel, and back over those jumps. You are choosing between this Border Collie Jack Russell Terrier mix right here, named Dory, and up here you have an Australian Shepherd named Nemo. So, Sony, by round of applause, who do you want to run this race with? Do you want to run this race with Dory? Or do you want to run this race with Nemo? That was almost polite for Nemo. I think that is Dory racing for Sony. That means Nemo is racing for Paramount. Paramount, I feel bad you didn't get to pick first. I'm going to let you in a little secret just between us. I've been doing this many years. A little tip. The louder you cheer, the faster your dog goes. I know it sounds silly, but it's true. All right, these dogs are lined up and ready to go, but they do not start racing until we count them in all together, 5 down to 1. Let's try it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you booing me? You're not booing the dog. You're booing me. I wasn't in the race. That's very silly of you. Paramount, do not feel bad. You get to cast part 2. Let's see if you can do as good a job as Sony. Can I have the dogs, please? Size above Paramount, which do you think is going to win in this head-to-head race? You are choosing between this Border Collie Australian Shepherd mix here, named Emily Blunt, and up here we have a Rottweiler named Tom Cruise. We call him Tom because he's not as tall as he looks. By round of applause, Paramount, do you want to run this race with Emily Blunt? Or do you want to run this race with Tom Cruise? I think it is Tom Cruise going over to Sony. That means Emily Blunt racing for Paramount. We will line the dogs up, we will count them in, and then we will cheer them on. Let's see if Paramount chose correctly. This one starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Paramount, I probably would have made the same choice you did after seeing him in the weeds earlier. That's probably why you made the call you did. But without those weed poles in the way, holy smokes, it's a win for Sony Studios. That's impressive. But listen, Paramount, do not feel bad. We love coming to Toronto. The audiences here are just so generous and kind. I'm sure that if you win this next race, they'll give you 2 points to tie it up. Isn't that nice of them? Yeah. See, you can hear them yelling at me. No problem. Paramount, you are behind in the count. I'm going to let you cast part 3 of this trilogy. Can I have the dogs, please? This is going to be a very difficult choice for you, Paramount. You are choosing between 2 border collies here. Which do you think is going to be the fastest for you? Over here, you have this border collie named Ryan Reynolds, and this border collie up here named Hugh Jackman. What's it gonna be, Paramount? By round of applause, do you want to run this race with Ryan Reynolds? Or do you want to run this race with Hugh Jackman? I think it's Ryan Reynolds for Paramount. That means Hugh Jackman is racing for Sony. This is Ryan versus Hugh. Deadpool versus Wolverine. We will get them lined up and ready. We will count them in, and then we will cheer them on. This race starts, everybody, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great race. Very, very close. I could absolutely tell you who won, but it does not matter because that race did not count. But don't feel bad though, everybody. Part 2 didn't count, part 1 didn't count. None of them counted is what I'm trying to tell you. If you were listening very closely at the beginning of this event, I said this was the casting call relays. All you've done is pick your team, your trilogy of dogs, for one final race. This one for all of the marbles. Over here, racing for Sony Studios, you have Dory, Tom Cruise, and Hugh Jackman. And then this race starts like all the others. We count them in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is your opportunity to meet and pet the super dogs, talk to the trainers, stop by the Global Pet Foods booth for your valuable coupon, or of course visit our collectible stand for a Frisbee or another memory of your time with us.